Hey, what's up you guys? Luso here, Team D Plus Gaming. I don't have much of a voice, but I think this is an important video that needs to be recorded. Um, as we know, Soul Charge has been changing the game here, and um, so many decks are running this at the moment. It's become a staple almost instantly from the time it came out. And it does have a rather high cost, paying 1,000 life points per monster that's reborn by it. And because of this, another card has become really good, kind of overnight in the same way. And that card is Ceasefire. Ceasefire takes and changes all face-down defense position monsters on the field face up. Flip effects not activated. That part's not as important. But the important part is they inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent for each effect monster on the field. And so with that, once your opponent uses Soul Charge, and they bring back several monsters, which is just common, but that puts them down at a significantly low amount of life points. And then with this, you can chain this card to the summon of those monsters. Activate Soul Charge, they reborn however many they want. Then in response to the summon, you chain Ceasefire. And that burns them 500 extra per monster that they summoned. And this puts you at a huge advantage in the game if this doesn't end the game, which oftentimes it does. Sorry. And so this card is limited. And so at the moment, this card is becoming a staple for me in with deck building, because if your opponent, like I said, if your opponent takes and goes Soul Charge for 5, you have a monster on board. They pay the 5,000, you burn for another 3,000. That's game right there. So definitely worth maining, in my opinion, or in other people's opinion, deciding. Like I said again, if your opponent is more reliant on Soul Charge. Other thing is, some people would like this to be more consistent, and so to add a little bit of consistency to that, there is just desserts, which is more or less the same. It's just a flat out burn 500 for each monster your opponent controls. So the max you can do with this one is 2,500. It doesn't take into account what you have, but I mean, again, your opponent goes Soul Charge for 5. You activate this. That leaves them with 500 life points. So you can just burn with Cowboy if that's available to you, or if you've done any damage. I mean, that could be game. Both of these are just really old cards that are now becoming very relevant again, and I just thought I'd bring these to your attention. So, thanks for bearing with me, guys. Team D Plus Gaming, signing out.